field against the wind. It's out of here.
Buries it. We're tied at 19.
Hello everybody, we are at Reading High School for a volleyball matchup in the Cincinnati Hills League. The Reading Blue Devils taking on the Mariemont Warriors. And alongside me, I'm Rob Johnson, and this is Bob Murphy. He is a volleyball coach extraordinaire from what I've learned. 25 years experience, and we welcome you to our booth here.
Thanks, Rob. I'm happy to be here with you and on your first volleyball game at the mic. So
I'm normally a basketball guy, but this is a good time to learn a new sport.
Well, I think what you see out here tonight, you'll enjoy it. These girls play hard, and it's a fast-paced game. And I coached for 25 years, but I found it enjoyable.
Nice. So Reading comes in 6-2. They're 3-1 in the Cincinnati Hills League. Now Wyoming is 4-0. And they got a big game tonight. I forget who it was against, but a winner by Reading, a loss by them. We're back in the
Yeah, well, Wyoming has ruled the CHL for the past 6 years. I believe it's been 2009 since somebody besides Wyoming won. So they're always gunning after them. Reading had a tough loss last Thursday when they played Taylor, and they thought they had the game won and lost in 5. So they're chomping at the bit to get another win here.
Mariemont coming in a little bit opposite in the standings, tied for 7th with a 2-8 record. They're 2-8 record. They're 0-4 in the CHL. And you taught me a rather big story about Mariemont.
Well, when Coach Cheney came in, we're going to stop for the anthem.
We got to do the anthem. Hang on. We'll be right back.
Sierra Watts sings the national anthem.
The Blue Devil player. And we get back to what we were talking about, the Mariemont squad.
Yeah, Coach Joe Cheney, this is his 3rd year. And when he came in, he basically told the girls, we're not doing it the way you've done it in the past. We're going to do it my way. And a lot of the girls that were in the program at the time didn't agree with him. And so he basically cleaned house. And so he started from scratch. And he's a very, very good coach. I just think they're having some growing pains still. They haven't got everything right just the way he wants it. But he's got a lot of young girls. And when you have young girls, they get better as they play more.
So you look to see them in the future as a powerhouse.
I think they'll improve during the season. Yeah. I still don't think they're ready yet, but I think with next year and the year after, I look for big things from them.
Awesome. So we're set to go here in the first set. Now these are the rules I do know. Okay. 25 points rally score, and you can be on defense and still score a point.
Right.
If you win 3 games, you win the match. 5th game goes to 15, and then you got to win every set by 2. That's about all I know.
That's all you need to know as far as the scoring. Some rule changes even in the past 2 years since I've been out that I've just been trying to catch up on. In the old days, if a ball hit the net, it was a violation. Now it can hit the net and go over on the serve. As long as it clears the net, it's okay. Your best serves hit the top of the net and then fall over.
So looks like Mariemont's going to counter with Madeline Hook from far to forward of me. Let's see, Grace Penker looks like number 21, and Claire Oberton-Vester in the front here. Madeline Cromer, it looks like I see from Mariemont. Kennedy Moir. The libero is Grace Teitmeyer. And it looks like I see
Mariemont will have the serve.
Yeah, Mariemont and they'll have the serve. Real quick, I see Kelsey Courtney there. The libero is Kylie Brenner. Kayla Fielfeld, number 9. Some of the names I've realized. There we go. Looks like. And right away, out of bounds.
Service there, and that's the service there. It's kind of a 6 on one hand, half dozen on the other, because you want to serve aggressively, but when you have those service errors, you give up a point without the other team having to play the ball.
That was Kelsey Courtney on the serve, and the point for Reading. A quick 2-0 lead here in set number 1.
Yeah, the teams that are good, you'll see play fast. Reading likes to play fast. The ball's quick. There's not a lot of high passing.
They'll give it right back to Kelsey.
Good.
Very good stuff. Looks like Madeline Cromer was there on the kill for Mariemont, and they trail 2-1.
Those dunks by the setters really work against aggressive teams that are aggressive defensively, because they were setting up their blocks, and she just dumped it in.
The libero, Grace Teitmeyer, brings it in. And service from the kill by Reading's libero, Kylie Brenner. So it looks like it's 3-1 now for Reading. All right, they'll give it. Looking for the kill is 21. Now to Kaufman. Back over to Feld. Looking for the kill was 25, Cassidy Pyron. Oh, nice. Nice defense by Mariemont. That looked like number 10 was there on the kill, Claire Oberton-Vester, and we're going to get our first substitution of the match. Bailey Murphy coming in to replace County Maw.
Yeah, I don't have 21 for Mariemont on my roster.
I see her on the JV
on the
roster.
JV, if they haven't changed uniforms.
Reading will. There's a.
The overpass, a little late going up. Should have been a put down for Mariemont.
Nice service there by Jenna Pike there. A little bit about her in just a minute. Mariemont has it. They're playing very aggressive so far. As Brenner, there you go, gets the kill for Reading. And we'll get our substitution now. Natalie Bish in for Kaylee Jacobs, and it looks like for Mariemont, Kristen Crabtree's coming in. Serving is Jenna Pike for Reading with a 4-2 lead. And there she goes. Mariemont, great couple of sets there. And boom, there.
That was a good cut shot there, went cross court.
Tucked it right inside the line, and we'll get a substitution here. Madeline Cromer coming out. And Victoria Crabtree is coming in. Claire Oberton-Vester is going to take a seat, and Mariemont will serve. That was Victoria Crabtree in there. Almost got an ace, but it got jigged up. Nice effort there by Victoria Crabtree, but it was not enough, and Reading gets the point.
Yeah, sometimes it's so hard to get those balls when they're off the tip there. Reading took a good swing. It was touched, and then Crabtree couldn't get to it.
Let's give this to Kayla Feld. She sends it across. Back to Crabtree for Mariemont. Oh, nice little tuck away by Cassidy Pyron there to ensure that it just didn't go way too far, but Mariemont got the point there.
No one was covering their blocker there. It just fell right behind Cassidy.
Alexandra Kaufman will take it in service. And a point for Mariemont. This looked a little bit too sloppy there.
No, not passing the ball real well right now. It's the key to volleyball is making good passes to your setter.
Kaufman to serve again.
I didn't like that serve. Too much foot movement on that serve.
Yep, just a little bit too short there. And Reading will get it back with a 6-5 lead here in set number 1. The libero Brenner's going to take a seat, and Pyron's going to serve now. Nice serve there. Ergo attack. Don't know who. I think that was Kayla Feld on the initial dig, but just couldn't get it over the line, and Mariemont gets a point. It's Kennedy Maw coming back in for Bailey Murphy, and Kristen Crabtree sitting out. Grace Pinker back in. Mariemont, they're doing a lot of substitutions now, keeping everybody fresh.
Yeah, and they have to remember there's a limit to the substitutions, too. It's 18 total in a game. Joe likes to...
We got something going on here.
Looks like we had a violation. Oh, they're gonna talk to it.
Anyway, Jenna Pike, I've been watching her for a few. She is 9th in the CHL in total attack. She leads the CHL in kills. She's got 103 of those.
I believe she's just a freshman, too.
Oh, yeah, so big career ahead of her.
Very athletic.
Kaylee Jacobs with a little bit of too short of a serve, and Mariemont will get the ball back with a 7-6 deficit. Oh, now it's 7-7, I'm sorry. Well, he's...
A lot of substitutions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have to keep track of it. You're counting on your assistant coach to keep track of it on the side for you.
All right. That number 1, Madeline Hook, made the initial service. And
Jenna Pike took a swing there, tried to go cross corner, a little too much on it.
Just a little too much, and Mariemont takes the first lead of this set. So now Madeline Cromer sends it in and out again. This is a little bit too tall.
That's another thing when you're coaching, you fight and claw for every point, and you get the point and take the lead, and then they basically could have just sat down because the ball wasn't put in play, and they tied it right back up.
Coach Beth Aikman giving Kylie Brenner a little bit of instruction.
She wants to get a lineup check. They're not sure who's supposed to be serving or where they are. They want the ref to check it beforehand.
Yeah. Looks like Kelsey Courtney is going to serve instead of Kylie Brenner. Tell us a little bit about the libero.
Oh, well, yeah, you see the person on each team, and each team has a blue, jersey for the libero. They never did tell us exact pronunciation. They use it all the time. But what that is done for is to save on substitutions. When they go in and out, it doesn't count as a substitution.
Okay.
They must pass outside beyond the 10-foot line. They can just run on. They can run off. The only rule they have, they can go in any time. They can only play in the back row. Okay. And they can only serve in one spot. So sometimes you'll see them serving for one of the players they replace in the front. Other times, some liberos never serve at all, but they just play the back row because it saves on the substitutions. Basically, they're 2 substitutions each rotation that you don't have to get charged for.
That was Kelsey on the serve for Reading. Service back to Reading, and it drops, and Mariemont takes a 9-8 lead. I forget who it was. I think it was number 10, Overton Vester.
That's 2 times Reading has got a piece of the ball, and there's no one behind the blockers to get those tips, and they've been very gettable tips.
Madeline Hook.
Thought that was it.
A little too short, and Reading will get the ball back, and we are tied at 9. Libero back in play, 13, Kylie Brenner. You were talking about how rarely they'll serve, but she serves.
Well, she'll serve
pretty well.
They'll serve, but now the only time she can serve is in that rotation.
Kennedy Mois was a little bit too short with her service back, and Reading will get the ball back with a 10-9 lead now. Or at least I think it's 10-9 lead. And Brenner will serve. On the service, right back at you. Oh!
That's going to be out of bounds.
Ball hit out of bounds.
Yeah, if it hits the ceiling and goes back over, you lose a point.
That was still a pretty decent effort. I think it was
a nice swing.
I think Kennedy Mois was the one that did that one. Nice swing, but nothing going. And service back to Reading. There's action so fast-paced, you guys are going to have to bear with me on the namings. Nice job by the libero of
that was much better coverage.
It goes out, though, and Reading will get the point.
And you see Reading, that's 4 straight points for Reading. And volleyball is a game of runs. You get on a few, and it's so quick, so fast. You look up you were down 1, now you're up 3. Mariemont has to make a stop, make a stand right here, or the first set can be over.
Kylie Brenner with another fine save to the Mariemont end. Wow, nice job by number 10, Jenna Pike.
Pike just went up, went right off the block, went out of bounds. 4-point lead.
And 5 straight points, as he mentioned, for the
Yeah,
Blue
it's all
Devils.
a game of runs. We used to try to break the game up, my girls. We'd try to play five-point games in each match. We would just say, okay, we're going to race to 5 right here.
A near
That's
error.
4. They didn't know they didn't have a block on them. A block doesn't count as a touch, but they tried to tip that overpass. They didn't get it. The second ball got brought it up. Someone should have been yelling to play it over.
16
Still
coming in for
pass.
14. That's Murphy from Moi here. With Grace Panker serving. An ace there. That was just.
That was a nice serve. A lot of movement on the ball. I don't think people realize, especially when you watch on TV, maybe if you saw it in the Olympics, you might have realized it, but when you got these good serves, a lot of speed on them, the ball's also moving. You have to really concentrate to make a good pass. I think that's the hardest part of volleyball is making a good pass off the. Well, of course, digging is probably the best on a hard-driven ball, but that's usually lucky, just be in position.
Great defense there by Kayla Feld and Cassidy Pyron to keep that ball inside the net and get Reading the ball back at another point. It's now 14-11 in the first set. Remember, it's first to 25. 2 or more.
Win by 2.
Win by 2. All right, so serving is Jenna Pike.
That's it. Wait for the overpass.
Nice.
You have to be ready on defense for that overpass because those are the easiest points you get. She just went up. I can't see the number. I believe that was 25. Yeah, that was Pyron. She just waited there, had the hands ready. As soon as the ball crossed the net, she pushed it right back down on the other side. And there's no defense for that.
Jenna Pike, almost went up on the ceiling again. That was 16 there. Bailey Murphy on the dig back.
They sent Pike tried to shoot one from the back row, didn't get it.
They're sending it back to Bailey Murphy and quietly dug up. Oh,
Stay with it.
What was that? What was that? Grace Taintmeyer tried to, I don't know what she was doing there. She was just trying to either, it just went too back on her.
Yeah, but
too tall.
when it hit, you got to be aware of those rafters here. They had a chance to make a play on that.
Let's do Pike again here, serving and an ace.
Nope, just out.
Oh, just out. Okay.
It looked like it.
It kind of looked like it,
It
though.
looked like it. It just didn't dive at the end.
Could have fooled me, and Mariemont will pick up the point and the ball. Now the old rules, I kind of like the new rules compared to about 13 years ago. The state did a rally scoring deal.
Well, I tell you, the games they went to 5 sets. It used to be 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Because it was so hard to get a point. Because defense always has the advantage.
Right.
And then in those days, everyone serving tried to get an ace. Because if you didn't get the ace, it didn't matter. The other team got the ball. So these games go a lot quicker.
Now to my
Good get.
yes, Pike trying to set something up. Feld sent it back. Oh, nice by Pike to save that one. Sends it back to Mariemont's side. I see 11. That's Megan Cromer. Back to Pike. We got something going.
Yep, they had both players winning the net. They're going to have a replay.
Replay, okay.
Those balls that are real tight to the net, and especially neither one of them have a lot of height, so they were trying to get as close as they could. And they kind of bumped each other underneath the net, so we had a replay called.
This time around, Kayla Feld will be the one serving for Reading. She'll send it over. Setting it up. Nice. Beautiful job by 11. Looks like it's Megan Cromer on the coverage there. Took that. She was the last one I saw that touched the ball out. And it's a point for Mariemont. So now the ball is in the hands of Alexandra Kaufman. I see the libero, Kylie Brenner, back in the game. See what happens here. There's Pike trying to setting something up.
Yeah.
It just slipped underneath. It just slipped under their hands. They were set up beautifully for that dig. And a timeout's called by Mariemont here with an 18-13 Reading advantage.
That's what you get with your inexperience there. Nobody took charge on that play. The two players went to the floor to play it up. That did a great job of keeping off the floor, and then two players were right there to get the second ball, and neither one of them took it.
So Joe Cheney's going to regroup here. Beth Aikman talking to her squad on the other side. Everybody gets one. Everybody gets 1 minute apiece.
Correct.
Okay. So I'm not incredibly too unintelligent when it comes to volleyball.
Well, I believe they've changed it too. That we used to get one more if you got to win by 2. If you went past 25.
Okay.
So if you got 23-23, they would say you need another timeout because it's going to be a win by 2 no matter what. But I don't think they do that anymore. I think they did away with that extra win.
Well, when it comes to the rules, I'll leave you to it.
They change them all the time.
Cassidy Pyron to serve for Reading. Oh, nice ace. The libero for Mariemont, number 6, Grace Tankmeyer. Just couldn't get it under control, and it goes out for an ace, and Pyron is going to get the ball, serve it right back. All right, there goes Pyron. There goes again. 2 mistakes there by Grace Tankmeyer.
Yeah, and when
it goes to her, and it looks like she's doing the right things, but
I think she's not getting her feet set and squaring her shoulders. And you expect your libero to be your best passer. That's why they're out there, just to play defense. And sometimes, especially the high school level, it gets in their head, and then they can't pass anymore.
This time, Tankmeyer gets it right. Sends it back and picks up the
good block.
It was Madeline Hook. Captain Hook hooks it in.
Hook set a great block there. Stopped the momentum.
They're going to get a substitution. Maul back in for Murphy, and
got to be getting close to the substitution totals.
Yeah, I'm sure the referee.
They're doing 2 a time.
All right, sends the ball back. That was in the hands of 14 Kennedy Mois, and now it's back to Mariemont's side. Punches it in. Oh, Reading kept it in. There you go. There's Jenna Pike on the defense. Sets it up, and it goes out.
Pike trying another back row attack. She made a nice pass, and I don't think she was ready to attack on that one. And they set her, and she didn't take her same approach she took last time.
All right, so Kennedy Mois gets the ball back for Mariemont. 20-15. Set number 1. Oh, nice block by Madeline Hook and by Megan Cromer to keep the ball on Mariemont's end, and they pick up the point. It's now 20-16 in set number 1. Mois again.
That's long.
Beautiful. A little too tall there on that pass, and now it's 20-17. Mois will get the ball back. Sets it up. It's over.
Mois is approaching Ayanna Thompson's approaching too quickly. She was already at the net before the ball was set and had to backpedal. That's what's throwing her timing off.
And it looks like Beth Aikman is going to pull the troops together and time out. 20-18.
Thompson just a sophomore. She's probably just still, he's been playing. We played 8-9 games already, but it's still playing varsity level. It takes a lot of games before you get comfortable out there. She's a little nervous right now.
Oh, absolutely. Shake off the ring rust a little bit. So when we get back here, Mariemont will have the ball in the serve. I assume that Kennedy Mois is going to get the serve right back.
Yeah, Mois should still be serving. Yeah, as it inches closer and closer.
Yeah, Mois got it.
As they get closer and closer, it gets harder and harder to make a good pass. Take good swings because you don't want to make a mistake, but you don't want to change how you've been playing either. Nice short serve. Well, that time she was a little late. She delayed a little bit and didn't get her arm up quick enough.
Mariemont gets another point and Mois gets another serve. Let's see what she does here. Sets it up, sends it out. Brenner waiting on it. Feld got her arm on it. Tried to go over the back. Oh, what was that? Madeline Hook.
Well, that one hit the rafters too. the setter was coming this side to get it. It came back, and Hook was going to play it, and then I think she thought the setter was going to get there, Crabtree.
And you can see she's having a laugh of it. No big deal. 21-19, Reading. Now is Kaylee Jacobs on the serve. It's coming to us. Be careful, Bob. Brenner. Looks like Jenna Pike show off.
Yeah, that's a big swing there. It was a nice set, good timing, and Jenna put it down. Nothing that they couldn't do defensively there.
All right. Get the ball back to Kaylee Jacobs and see what she does with it here. Sends it back to Maw, has her hands on it. There's Maw again on the bounce. Brenner back to Pike. Hits the light and gets the point. And Joe Cheney laughed. I could hear it from my headset calling a timeout. I tell you what, this low ceiling with these, there's a whole bunch of girders all the way up and down every side of this gym, and that's what's really messing things up.
Well, and that's what makes it so difficult too. Is some balls might go up in between them and not hit anything. So you really have to be focused. You can't say, oh, the ball's going that way. You have to find the ball and track it as you move, because they hit, they go back the other way, and every player on the court, except the person that hit the ball, has to move and be ready for it.
So, from my math, they've taken their second timeout of this set, and I think Reading's got one more, so we'll see what happens here as Reading gets the ball back, and Kaylee Jacobs ready to serve it again. Here she comes. Law there to meet it. That was Megan Cromer sending it back out. And it goes
out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Mariemont gets it. Nice awareness by number 11, Megan Cromer, to not even touch it. She didn't touch it, let it go out of bounds.
She was right at the antenna, and she knew when it went outside her hands, it was going to go out of bounds.
Nice awareness. Madeline Cromer going to get it now. Send it out. Met up by Brenner for Reading. There's Pike.
Oh, I'm not so sure. I didn't get a good look at it, but it was right on the line. But
point to Mariemont.
Linesman's right there and called it.
Point to Mariemont. They pull out people from the crowd or designated people to do lines, and they always do a good job.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I was fortunate in my last 7 years. I had, in 7 years, I had 4 guys do it. 2 for 3 years and 2 for 4, and it was always the same people. And, you get a parent to do that, and you let them in free for the games, and it's nice to have the help.
Yeah. Oh, of course, people in the community.
There's a swing.
And there's a slam there. I think that was Jenna Pike.
Yeah, it was Pike with another kill.
Oh, man.
So we've got game point in the first set.
78 kills. 103 kills coming into this game. Let's see. Game point here. Oh, not quite.
Cromer again. They were getting ready to set up for a block on the right side, and she just back set it right over the defense.
Alexandra Kaufman's sprinting in there. So she's in the game, setting up on the front side. Setting up for the kill switch.
Oh.
No. Tied at 24. Oh. Did it go out?
Yeah, it was long.
It went out. Okay. All right. So Reading wins the first set, 25-23. They take a 1-0 game lead. And we'll have 3 minutes to go before set number 2.
I'm going to go to the official score, and I want to make sure we're sure the players coming up for Mariemont are the JV players. We got 11 and 15. No, 11 and 21, right?
Yeah. So Bob's going to check up on that, and in the meantime, we'll set you up for set number 2. Again, Reading has the 1-0 advantage. It takes 3 games to win. You got to win by 2. So Reading needs two more games to win before it's all said and done for the day. And if it goes to a 5th set, it goes to 15. And the same rules apply. You got to win by 2. So we are checking this we had some players on the JV roster, Megan Cromer and Grace Pinker, that were on the varsity roster. I guess they're playing them. We just didn't see them. Bob is checking, basically checking to see if that's true or not. Just bear with us. It's good CHL action from Reading. Yeah, see?
I went to my JV and varsity. I just got 30 uniforms, and we both wore the same. That way, if I wanted to bring a kid up, we didn't have to change anything. They were on the roster. They were right there.
So we had some great action from the CHL, as what turned out outside to be a very, very gorgeous day. Did you happen to do anything outside?
I taught PE outside all day. It was a lovely day. Not too hot. As of last week, we were out there scorching. Today was beautiful.
Oh, man. My birthday was last Sunday, so it was beautiful out there. And I think it's only one day it hasn't all week. So
happy belated birthday. I think we may get some rain tomorrow. But
well, it's going to end it'll end a very long streak if that happens. Of course, I'm no Tim Hedrick. God rest his soul, Tim Hedrick. I watched Channel 12 specifically because of him, and everybody they lost him.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, but anyway, before we start this game up, you told me about your coaching history. Just very briefly, what is your coaching history?
I've coached high school volleyball, high school basketball, high school baseball. Loved it.
Mr. Do-It-All.
I just enjoyed coaching. I always enjoyed athletics. I've been teaching 29 years. I gave up baseball about 10 years ago, and then gave up basketball earlier than that. But I continued doing volleyball. I enjoyed the volleyball, but I got to the point when you get to be my age, an old man, it's just harder and harder to keep going. But I've taken the 2 years off to recharge the batteries, and I'm really thinking about going back next year and maybe doing it again.
Okay, we're going to start this second set with Kylie Jacobs for Reading, sending the ball out. And there is an outside. No, they're going to give the point to
out of bounds.
Reading, as a wonderful job by Megan Cromer to try. It just went out of bounds. So Kylie Jacobs will get the ball back and serve it. It goes over. And nice.
Yeah, Crabtree there tried to tip that when the ball went by her too fast. The pass was too quick to tip. She's got to know that and just set it back up. And the most important thing is to keep it in play.
Jacobs sends it over again. There goes the attack of 20. Grace Pinker had the ball. Nice lob there. Set up something.
Nope, they had a lift. Now, that rally was good, but Reading scored 3 points now to start at 3-0. They haven't got a kill. They haven't earned a point. It's been 3 Mariemont errors.
They just did.
There's an ace.
Kylie Jacobs with the ace for
Great
Reading.
serve.
So it's 4-0 in set number 2. Five out of their 6 wins this year have gone straight. And they're 2, as you can see, Reading just got another point. 5 of their 6 wins have come in straight sets. Straight games, I should say. And both their losses went the distance. So
yeah.
They make
big block
there, and it's 6-0 there. I never can understand why when they get aces, the players on the AC team, as you can see a replay here. Very nice move there. We're back to action.
Oh, great tip. It stopped the onslaught there.
And it definitely was an onslaught, and Mariemont will get it back. Now, does the substitution rule
Starts
reset
a new
itself?
one, yes.
Okay.
You get 18. They've just made 2 right there.
Okay. I'll have to watch out for that. Okay, so Madeline Cromer sends the ball back for... And Jenna Pike is there, but it goes out of bounds, and Mariemont gets another. So as I was saying, Reading either wins big or makes them earn the win.
Yeah.
So there's Jenna Pike.
There's another kill.
Makes Madeline Cromer make a mistake, and it's 7-2. She seems to be the big playmaker tonight. Back on Pike. Pike couldn't play it.
Well, Pike, the block was off the Thompson got the piece of the ball, and Pike didn't know it was hit, because usually if you touch the ball, you know it until you drop quick and you're ready to play the ball up again. But Jenna came down and wasn't ready for it, couldn't make a play on it.
Grace Teitmeyer, the libero, sends it across. Reading setting up for something, but just too short.
Should let that get way down below her head there. It's hard to make that play. As low as it gets, Kylie'd have to pass that over.
So Grace Teitmeyer gets another chance. Reading leads at 7-4. Reading setting something up. There's Pike.
Oh, friendly roll.
Out of bounds, a friendly roll, but that play was caused by Jenna Pike, and they'll get the point. So it's now 8-4 in favor of the Blue Devils. This time it is their libero, Kylie Brenner, sending it across. Mariemont start trying to set something up. They send it across. Here's Reading. There's Jenna Pike again, out of bounds.
Out of rhythm there a little bit. The pass came so far, her setter came running right up next to her. Failed to set it and was behind Pike, so Pike couldn't come in and attack the ball.
We're going to see for the first time Bridget O'Brien coming in for Mariemont, and I also see Lindsay Kaminer coming in. So they're coming in fresh. They're just off the bench. They're fresh. Looks like Joe Cheney's trying to send in some fresh legs.
Yeah, and especially with a younger team, you want everyone to have experience.
Right.
If you don't have six or seven that stand out head and shoulders above the rest, you play them all and see what they do in the game situations.
Natalie Bish coming in for Reading to replace Kaylee Jacobs.
Pike just had another big swing.
And here's Pike, big swing, too short.
Well, she was waiting to get a call from the bench. A lot of times coaches will send in what zone they want them to serve in, and she was waiting for the call. By the time she got the call, she was rushed her serve.
Let's get Megan Cromer back out here, as well as Victoria Crabtree, and Crabtree will serve for Mariemont. And sends it across. Libero picks it up. And there's number 25, Cassidy Pyron. Bridget O'Brien making a mistake there, misjudging it, goes out of bounds. Reading gets the ball back here, and Kayla Feld. Let's see what she does here, sends it across. Great move by 17, Kaufman. Sends it back. Not very. I'll have to say well played on that one. Just another.
Well, it was another good attack by Pyron there. She didn't hit it hard enough that got too deep. And when you're defender, you're sitting on your heels ready to play those hard hit balls. Yeah, Pyron made a mistake there. She got a tip on the ball, and then instead of bringing her hands down and waiting for it, she tried to get it again and lifted.
Yeah. Libero coming out. Here comes Madeline Hook. And Alexander Kaufman's going to serve here for Mariemont as she waiting for it is Feld. Pyron had her hand on it. With the dig is Pike. Oh, with the defense is 11, Megan Cromer. And Mariemont will take the point. Kaufman back and ready to serve it again. Here it comes, and Jenna Pike was waiting on her.
That was a good swing by Pyron there.
It's all about them friendly tips, right?
Hitting from the right side there. Instead of the middle, she had a nice swing.
All right, back to serve now is Cassidy Pyron. Just enough to get it over.
Yep.
Out of bounds.
Double hit.
Double hit.
Yeah. 2 contacts. When someone's not a normal setter and they try to play that second ball over their head, they have to be perfect or the officials make the call.
Hiron again for Reading. Beautiful setup by Pyron. That was fouled. Over to Pike. Mariemont setting something up. That was one. Madeline Hook. Back to Reading. Libero there for Mariemont. We're over at Pike's beautiful setup. There's 12. Natalie Bish. And there's the point. And we can see on the replay here. Just a beautiful setup there. Oh, and Bish was there, right there, picked it up. Back to live action. Mariemont served it over to Reading, and Reading just couldn't hold on to it, so Mariemont gets the point. On that one, Reading leads at 15-8 in game 2. They lead the game. They lead the match 1-0. And back to serve is Kennedy Moore. Serve. Pike there to take it first. There's Feld. Over. Oh, beautiful by number 8, Ayanna Thompson. And Joe Chaney's going to talk it over. Here's the replay. It looks like we're going to get the Ayanna Thompson.
Well, we got
Complete
both of
block
them
there.
going
Look at
up. Yeah, Thompson.
And then Thompson got her hands
Great
on
job.
it. And also, we can give credit to Natalie Bish on that one. She was
Well,
with
actually,
her.
in the statistics, they do get credit. Even if she doesn't touch it, they were both there and they both went up. They get the block. They both get the credit for the block.
It's fine by me. So, Mariemont takes their first time out of this second game. We'll tell you how you can watch this game later on. I'll have my guys in the truck bring up some. There they are. On Tuesday, tonight, 11 o'clock, Channel 4. In Cincinnati Bell, 8:34. Tomorrow at 7 p.m., Channel 8, 8:38 if you're Cincinnati Bell. Thursday, you're at 2 o'clock on Channel 8, 8:38 if you're on Cincinnati Bell. Friday, 9 p.m., Channel 18. And then Saturday, same channel.
Kylie Jacobs gets the ace for the Blue Devils.
Did good. And 16-9. Here comes Kylie again. Let's see here. Oh, beautiful. Ayanna Thompson creating the damage there.
Yeah, and that was a great play by Kayla Feld taking that first ball. You usually don't want your setter taking the first one, but it was tipped over, and she put it nice and high by the net where Thompson could go ahead and attack it.
Setting it up there. That's Thompson right there. I think that's like the second time out of 3 plays. And Jenna Pike causing some defense over there, getting the point again for Reading, and they have built, I think, now a 19-9 lead, I think. Oh, maybe it's 18-9, I don't know. That would have been double anyway.
Yeah, Kelsey Courtney was just a little late. She didn't have her hands up before it came over. She was late getting up, so it came down to her side.
So it's 18-10 in favor of Reading here in set number 2. Okay, so we'll have 3. Madeline Cromer setting the ball. There's a good start there. Kylie Brenner, too tall, out of bounds. Point Mariemont. And Cromer will get the ball back for the serve. Got the back line ready for Reading, which is too tall anyway. Number 22, Kaylee Jacobs, tried to set something up and went too short. And Mariemont's doing a little bit of rallying. Back to Cromer, sends it across. There's Jacobs again. Feld, Pike for the kill, nothing. It took a 3-point dive over and over.
That one went through the rafters and touched nothing.
So now Reading will get the point back. 19-12 now in game number 2.
They've got Pike in the front row now. That's where she can make some hay.
And Kelsey Courtney serving. very impressed. Thompson and Fell were playing defense just now, but there's Pike with the kill.
It's easy to see why she's got 100+ kills coming into the match.
Woo.
One, she's got a great swing, and two, Feld likes to give her the ball.
Don't you wish they changed the term from kill? Kind of has negative connotation, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm surprised they've still let him use that term.
Great offense there by Mariemont. There's Pike again, but just a little too
That was
tall.
right. No, it was right on the line.
Oh!
Right on the line.
Bob Murphy doing a little instant replay action on us.
Coach Cheney's going to take the timeout.
That's his second. And Reading has both their timeouts left. So
Rob, there's an art form for being the line judge too. People say, "Oh, you're just going to watch the line." That's the hardest thing to do. Is you do just watch the line. You don't watch the ball. You find the spot on the line, and then you watch, and the ball hits. You look at the spot. Too many people like to see the ball hit and then look up and see the ball bounce, and then they don't know where it hit. So you focus your eyes on the line, and you just decide whether it hits the line or is in front, or it goes beyond the line. And when someone does it, they do it often. They do it well. The refs appreciate that because they don't get questioned. And that was a great swing by Jenna Pike.
all right, now we're going to get the swing of Kelsey Courtney as she's ready to send it forward. Mariemont meets up with their defense. There's Kylie Jacobs. Back over to Feld. Feld went a little bit backwards. Got the ball over. Could be. Oh!
That pass just
It went under, not over.
A little too close to the net for Kayla Feld to get to. She tried to punch it up, but she couldn't get it. Just rolled down the net.
Those things happen. And Mariemont will get it back. That was Madeline Hook. Back to Jenna. Jenna Pike took it out and was responsible for that point there as they just couldn't get
They never controlled it. Yeah.
Control. And now Reading is 3 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. Brenner. There, look at Pike. A little bit over. Yep, a little bit over, but
it was on the tip.
Right. They tipped it up. They tipped it. First touch. Reading will serve it again. There's Brenner. A little bit of a reverse service there. Nothing going. Game point for Reading here in game number 2. And Brenner will try to take this game home.
That might have been
over.
a touch. Nope, no
nope.
touch.
She'll do just that as Reading has taken game 2 and takes a 2-game lead. One more wins the match. As I was talking about looking at my stats here, 5 of their 6 wins so far, straight sets.
Yeah, and especially when you had that first game was so tight, went down to the wire, and that really, a team like Mariemont, they had them so close to getting the win and then get beat. You could see a little was taken out of their sails there because they were a lot flat. They were a lot flatter that game, and now it's really just Coach Cheney's just kind of a chore, just trying to make sure the girls are ready to play the last one because it's so hard to keep that emotion up and keep that playing. And you think you had the first one, that'd have been it's such game momentum. It could turn the whole table. You turn everything around if you win that first one.
At the same token, though, they're 6-2. Those 2 losses, they pushed them to. They made them earn it. It was 5-set losses, both those losses. So Reading knows how to. So from the looks of it, Reading knows how to hang in there. They know how to make it tough. And
yeah, if you get 2-2, it's anybody's game at the end. And especially, sometimes the girls forget. The last game's 15. Mm-hmm. You don't have the luxury of I'm going to take it easy on this ball. We'll get it back. That 15 comes in a heartbeat.
Now I see Bob stepped away for a minute. He's probably going to talk to the referee. So 11 o'clock. You're up watching Channel 4. You came to the right place for a great CHL matchup on tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Channel 8. Tomorrow, Thursday, 2 o'clock, Channel 8. Channel 18, Friday and Saturday, 9 p.m. and 8 a.m. respectively. And Tuesday, and if you have Cincinnati Bell Wireless, 8:34, 8:38, 8:38, 8:48, 8:48. Bob Murphy's checking rosters here to make sure we got everybody. I'm Rob Johnson. Great to have you here. 2-set lead for Reading as they get ready for the third set here. Bob Murphy's rejoined me.
I just wanted a little check. I was so curious about that first game when Coach Cheney used so many substitutions, so I checked it, and both the scorekeepers laughed and said 16. He had 2 more. If it had went a little extra, he'd have had to make a decision.
16.
I usually have it planned out too where my rotation is. Okay, I've got 2 left. I'm not going to sub because once I do, those 2 are stuck in the game, or I may sub 1 in one spot and not the other.
And then if you exhaust all 18, they're going to be exhausted by the end of the game.
And that's who you have on the court, too. And you might have a little 5'4" defensive specialist playing the front row.
So Mariemont will take the serve to start this third set. They are in danger. They must win this game in order to stay alive in this match. And actions like that might help them as it goes down. Mariemont picks up the first point of this game.
Yeah, anytime you get a tape ball to fall over, that's there's a lot of luck involved, but you'll take those points, especially when you're down 0-2.
You ever have a situation where you were down 2-0 and came back and won?
We actually did with my grade team once. We were down 2-0 to Purcell Marion, and I said, well, evidently, girls, we're not ready to play tonight, so the 12-game winning streak's over, so we can just get in.
And then you end up winning. My
setter, who is the all-league player of the year in our league, she said, we're not going to lose. Just sit down and relax. We're not going to lose. And the game 3 and 4 were tight, but we won. In game 5, we blew them out of the gym.
Mariemont guilty of double touch, so Reading will get the ball. Courtney sent it over. Playing a little,
4 hits.
Playing a little pinball instead of volleyball. And Reading gets the point. Jacobs getting another opportunity to show her stuff. Here she comes. And here comes Mariemont. Takes it over. Reading gets the point.
A little long. But Mariemont lobbing for a touch-up by the net. I think the last game they had a better chance of getting it than that one.
Jacobs again sends it up. Madeline Cromer starts the defense, sends it over. There's Jenna Pike. Did it go? It did.
It was in. I think we had a touch anyway. It's tough. They were lobbing for that touch on that one they hit out before, but you're right in front of the chair referee, and the ball was right in front of her. Right. So usually they see if there's a touch on that or not. It's hard to get a touch call there.
So Jacobs once again with a 4-1 Reading lead. If they win this game, that's it. That's game. That goes. Nice. Ayanna Thompson kept it alive. And there's Pike in.
Thompson kept it alive, and Kayla Feld did a great job of running it down. And Pike gets an excuse me kill there.
Here's Jacobs again. Libero 6, Pinson. Keitmeyer, I should say. 13 is the libero for Reading. A little too tall, and Mariemont will get it right back. I would say if they want any shot of winning this game, they got to get something going now.
Yeah, you can't. You got to have momentum. You got to limit the mistakes and make no more mistakes. So
you got to play perfect the rest of the day. Unless you have people like Taylor Pike there, it almost went down there. Great defense, great setup by Mariemont there. Thompson. Oh!
That's a great idea there.
Very good idea, and you can hear her knees just big time collision with the floor.
She's a great sprawl to make a play. That was a good idea by Madeline Cromer. She's a little long.
Let's see. Kennedy Moore, I haven't said her name a lot, but she's been in there. Sets it up to 21. Boom, 21, Grace Penker.
Jenna Pike put her one arm out there. Brenner was back there ready to make a play on the ball.
Lindsay Kaminer coming in for Kennedy Moore. Very good serve there by Mariemont. Goes in. Oh,
no, that's a silly one there. She didn't have to do anything. She was just passing the ball over. And it looked like it was Alexandra Kaufman trying to block it. Just touched the net.
Get her. Kristen Crabtree back in for Mariemont. And a point for Reading. Reading looking now to put this game on ice. Sets it up in the capable hands of Jenna Pike. There she goes. Mariemont trying something here. Sets it back up. There you go. Number 12, Natalie Bish, responsible for that one. 9-3. All right, let's see, Jenna Pike goes over. Do it again. Pike beats it. There's Feld. And Pike did a little too much there.
Yeah, trying to set her back row attack. Just not.
And you can tell she's doing all the right things. I think she's just a little bit too aggressive.
Well, she's a freshman too, so it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
It's one thing you can't teach. You can't teach great athleticism, and she seems to have it.
No real college quarterback ever wins the national championship as a freshman.
No.
Unless you're from Alabama, of course. A little too little for Grace Teitmeyer, the libero. Reading will take the 10-4 lead. And we'll see now. 18's down on my list.
I have her. That's Anna Sofio.
Anna Sofio.
She was added.
Okay. And Joe Cheney's going to take his first of the 2 timeouts given to him in game number 3. So Reading looks like they're ready to go for the kill right here and right now.
Yeah, I think they smell blood in the water right now. So it's a 7-point lead. They need 14 points to get out of here.
I'll tell you what, over under for getting us out of here before it becomes dark outside. Might be a little bit. Of course, I can't wait for the cold. I can't wait till it starts getting a little cooler. Got some sweatshirts at home that I want to start breaking out.
I'm going to have to start taking a jacket in the morning. The problem with my job, I'm outside all day, and if I take my jacket in the morning for my morning duty and then I'm out the rest of the day without it, and I go to leave, it's 85 degrees, I forget my jacket.
Right.
I'm like the little kid that leaves his coat in his locker.
Saying's true in Cincinnati. If you don't like the weather, wait a few minutes. Kayla Feld. And a point for Reading. So Kayla Feld will try it again. Works. Mariemont trying to work. There's Jenna Pike. Kayla Feld in there. And responsible for that was Cassidy Pyron. A commanding lead now in game 3 for Reading. As Kayla Feld serves it in. Waiting for it was Kaminer. Cassie Pyron couldn't control it with one, so she had to do it with two. Up, Sophia trying to get her
first kill of the game.
Yeah. Up, and Mariemont gets the point. I think that ball was last touched by 11 for Mariemont. That's Megan Cromer. There goes the libero, and here comes Madeline Hook. Alexander Kaufman took a couple of big, huge bounces and set the ball in. Now Mariemont's on offense.
Right.
It
hit the antenna and went out.
Antenna is pretty much the same as out, right?
It is out. If it touches the antenna or the net where the antenna is on the antenna part, it's out.
Okay. Cassidy Pyron serving now. There go up too much by Madeline Hook, and Mariemont Mont is bleeding in the water, and looks like Reading is
They're the shark.
smelling it. Again, 5 out of 6 wins hit the net.
There's that
For the ace.
That tape serve.
I knew that ball was going to be an ace the second it left her hands. And Pyron. And that's another ace for Pyron. And it's blood.
It was a touch, and Joe takes his second and final timeout.
And as we said, it's blood in the water for Reading. So Reading will be rooting against Wyoming tonight, and if results go their way, we'll have a tie for first place.
Well, I don't remember who Wyoming has tonight. It may have been Indian Hill, but the game, I believe it's Thursday, is at Reading is at Wyoming, I think, on Thursday.
So the results hold the way they want to, and they can get a win in Wyoming. Boom, Reading is in first place.
I don't think Wyoming has lost a league match in over 4 years, so it's going to be tough.
Well, there's nothing wrong
with hope. Hope springs eternal.
With a little wishful thinking for the Reading Blue Devils.
Well, they'll get their chance Thursday.
Pyron again. There's Feld trying to set something up for Bish. Nothing going. Nothing going. Bish and Pyron tried to set something up, man. It just went underneath their hands.
Madeline Hook made a nice little move there, kind of a half slide, and she turned the ball back in. Blockers didn't have the net penetrated. They didn't push it. It came down on their side.
A little bit of. Let's see what we got. Feld trying to set something up. There's Sophia. Reading's got it now. There's Waugh. There's Feld again. There's Thompson. It's the net. Point Reading. Jacobs in for Bish.
I would like to see Sophia get a kill. She's doing her 2 attacks so far.
Find out what happens here. There's Waugh in there. A little tip in. A little tip in by Feld.
Well, that was a back row attack there. They called it on Kayla Feld.
Yeah.
She played the ball above the net, and she's a back row player right now. She tried to get it before it. You have to let any part of the ball break the top of the net, then you're okay when you're a back row player up in the front. But that ball, I could see from here, it was clearly above the net when she played it.
Mariemont gets another point there. So it's 18-8 here in game number 3. Cromer now will set it up. There she goes. Waiting for her was Brenner. And point Reading. We'll get Sophia out of there and replace her with Kelsey Courtney. And Courtney will be the one to take the serve for Reading. It's over. Moa meets it. And nothing going. Reading point. 5 points away from an early night for Reading. Here's Courtney again. Backed up by the libero Teitmeyer.
Nice
going.
swing.
Nice swing by Bailey Murphy for the kill.
She had a lot of topspin on that ball. Didn't hit it hard, but it went over the net and dove right behind the 10-foot line.
Libero's gone. Kaufman in. And Madeline Hook serving. Goes the way of Mariemont. Why do they do... like I was wondering, why do they always... When a team aces, they always get together and do some kind of chant.
It's just a way to keep the team focused and try to, keep spirit. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of momentum in this game. And
Nice try by Pike, but it goes out according to... Let's see what happens. They're giving the point to Mariemont.
No, they're giving it to her. There was a touch at the top.
Now they're giving the point to Reading.
No, he saw it. If the ball is hit at you, if the ball is hit, if Reading's hitting the ball from their side on the Mariemont side, the person at the line judge at the back from Mariemont can't call a touch at the net. They can call one at the end, but the line judge on the back side of the play, who's watching the ball go over the net, they can call a touch to help the officials out.
Brenner serves it over. And it looks like it's going out. Nice setup there by Brenner, the libero. And a little pinball at this side went out. So she'll try it again. Libero meets libero. There's Moi over the rafters. There it goes. There's Cromer, sets up for Kaufman. Point Mariemont.
Yeah, they had a net violation. They got Cassidy Brown with hitting the net as she attempted to block that shot. Just extends the inevitable here, delays the inevitable.
Oh. I'm kind of enjoying this. I hope the inevitable does happen. Let's see. Serving was Grace Penker. There's a long Reading 2 points away from 2 points away from improving to 7-2 and having their 6th 3-game sweep of the season.
Here's Sophia back in. Let's see if she gets another chance. There's 2 points. Let's see if she gets another chance to get a swing here.
Another thing, do they have to touch hands when they get subbed?
No, they don't have to. They just have to be inside the 10-foot line.
Okay. I guess that's their way of measuring. There's something I've learned more in these like 40, 45 minutes than I've learned my entire life. So I'm glad you're here, Bob. And Reading now has match point. The girl of the hour, Jenna Pike, to try to seal the deal.
Go to Sophia. Nope. Oh.
Not quite.
Feld tried to get the kill. Everybody wants in on the action.
And Reading's got like 12. Reading's got 12 match points. They
yeah.
only need 1.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. To Mariemont's credit, they played hard. They've been playing hard all day. I see some promise in them. They're young. So I see big things ahead for them.
And there's a kill fitting kill by Pike to end the match.
And that is it. Reading has won their 7th match of the season. They've won their 6th match in a three-match sweep.
Yeah, it's just an all-around dominant performance by Reading. Started slow the first game. Mariemont stayed right with them, but once they got that first one, they put their foot on the pedal, the gas pedal a little bit, and kind of put Mariemont in their place. So hats off to Reading. Another big victory for the Blue Devils.
Bob Murphy, I've learned more in the last 45 minutes about volleyball than I've learned all my entire life. It was great to have you.
Well, thanks, Rob. It was a pleasure doing this game with you, and look forward to seeing you again here doing volleyball.
Oh, definitely. Bye from Reading. Hope you enjoyed it.